Our next call a matter of Samantha Badgley versus Alexander Badgley, file number 18-17421DM. Do you have the parties on that matter present?
I'm here, Your Honor.
I am here as well.
All right, thank you. Both parties are present. And sir, this is your objection to a child support recommendation, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
What is the basis of your objection?
So I have been in the process of I work out seasonally in the field. Installing and removing docks is what I've been doing, and that comes with like a lot of fluctuation in like overtime, where I had been working like 90 hours a week in the spring and like 70 in the fall, and then like 40 during the other times of the year. Sometimes less than 40 depending on the circumstance, but like that ultimately the basis is I've been in the process of like transferring my role to being more of a consistent role so that I can be more consistent for our daughter as well. And so I am working with my employer to have a job that's more manufacturing, because that's what I do in the winter, or like a more consistent in and out schedule so that I have that availability to Amara as well. So basically, my objection is not necessarily that it shouldn't go up, but that like it going up from the $200 to the $1,200 a month based off of me making like $8,000 a month working in the field and getting commission and bonuses based off of those things isn't going to be something as available to me in the like moving forward. So like my actual income will fluctuate somewhere around the 40 hours a week to the maybe 55 when that like when I do get overtime or when there is like a call for more work. And so I'm just trying to have it set on more of like a that kind of amount as opposed to it being based off of me making like 90 grand in the year, because that's not what my future years are going to look like at all.
All right, so you said you were kind of working towards a transition in
Like
your employment. So
yeah, we're in the process of it right now. Like I'm talking and kind of, I have been in conversation. Like last year was supposed to be my last year in the water. I talked to them about that last winter. We did that. I did that season partially because they really needed me to. And then like this is supposed to be the winter where I transition and don't keep doing that ultimately.
when do you expect that to happen?
I mean, I don't expect to go back into the water if I do have overtime, I don't expect it to exceed 60 hours ever in a week.
All right, so I guess I'm still confused. So you talked about transitioning into a different role. That hasn't happened yet, or it has happened?
So like part of it is like I brought to them the fact that we were doing this child support thing too, like as it was brought to my attention, and they're like trying to create a hybrid role where I am still help out in the field in the sense of like I still do work that's related to that, but I haven't a consistent in and out schedule as opposed to the schedule that I have now, which is I go in at 7 o'clock, and whenever the work is done or dark or whatever that ends up being, I drive back from the site and go home. If that makes sense. That's what my work has been. Is I've been working remotely from the shop, going to sites and installing and removing dock.
Ms. Badgley, anything that you would like to say or any questions that you have?
No, I mean, I know his work situation, and I know in the wintertime, he makes significantly less money. Um, but I don't know when if, like you said, I don't know when the transition is going to happen, but I know he'll work less if he does actually make that transition or not.
All right, and in front of the court on the calculation of this matter, how was his income calculated?
Because he didn't provide any information, the employer disclosure was utilized, and we inputted based on his annual from 2023 and the quarterly wages for 2024 for that calculation.
All right. All right, so given that information, it does appear that the calculation was based on what the average work was. And certainly plenty of people have work that fluctuates. That's why they would look at a couple different years of income. It doesn't sound to me like this transition is officially done yet, or there is an official change in what the work is going to be. So if that is more, if that is shored up more in the future, and there is a specific figure that the court can look at as to what the employment is going to be moving forward, I can take another look at this matter and find that there is a change of circumstances that might warrant a change in the support. But based on what's presented today, I am going to deny the objection. But I would indicate for you, sir, if you do formally make that transition to different type of work with your employer, and you can have a nice, consistent idea of what that pay is, the court can take a look at making a change at that time.
Okay, I understand.
Thank you both for appearing. You're all set and can sign off.
Have a great night.
Okay.